Hi there, and thank you for tuning in. Here I have piled together my collection of chargers, and I have built this collection because I have many different cameras, and even though I only have a few brands, mostly from Nikon, you quickly end up with a pile like this. Lots of chargers for different battery types, and it really is in use. So when Extar asked me to review a charging solution that could take care of many batteries, of course I said yes to that. So let's dive right into it. So I got all these boxes here, as you can see. There's a power supply, and then there is the charger unit itself, and then there are some alternatives here. Let's open this one first and see what that is. That looks like what it said on the tin. The power supply. Then we have these little things here. I believe they are a bit like Lego, that you can actually mount them here, just like Lego. Let me just see. So yeah, I have a Nikon battery. Just see. Yep, fits nicely. So that's the way it works. Okay, so I can charge with this combination. We just put this one aside. I can actually charge up to 4 batteries. Let's open this one and see what it does. You can see the sun is out here. It's nice weather today. So what is this? In the box here there is, I can see this is for my Sony. And this is for my Sony as well. And then there is a little USB-C cable here. First you put this one in the wall, of course, and then this one to the charger. Let me just see. Yeah. And then you have these that you can take on and off, so you can mount those that are relevant for you. And it's quite small actually. Of course there is the unit here, but it is quite small. And then because it is USB-C, I actually have this raw power thing here. Let me just see if it works, if I put it over here. So if I'm on the move, yeah, then it continues to charge. So if I'm on the move, I can actually use this raw power battery charger, or power bank as it is, and I'm not dependent on a charger here. That is nice. Well thought out, Extar. I really like this. So now that the right hand side here is done, let me just exchange this with my Nikon batteries for my Nikon D750 EN-EL15A. And I've got you like this, you can see it starts charging. So now you have Nikon here on the right hand side and Sony on the left hand side. And it's pretty easy to swap. I'm not sure you're allowed to do that while it's working, but I did. Okay, so prices for this product. The most basic thing you will need is this unit here, together with at least one of the charger plates, as they're called. And that will enable you to charge 2 batteries, even though this unit here potentially can do 4. But if you buy the most basic version, you will have a sort of a plastic blind in one side, and then you will have a charger plate in the other side. If you decide to go for an additional charger plate over here, then you will need to have to pay $10 for this addition. Now you can charge up to 4 batteries, right? And you will do so via the USB interface here. You get the cable without the red thing here. That's just something I added to keep it at bay. But that will get you charging. But in order for this to work, you need to bring your own USB-C based power supply, right? So if you don't have a power supply, or you want to buy the one from Extar, here it is, and that will set you back an additional $20. So for this part, 39, 10 more for adding a charger plate, and then 20 more to get a power supply. You can of course check Extar's homepage, but these charger plates comes for Nikon, as I have here, and it also comes for Sony and Canon. Unfortunately, I know this is on Extar's to-do list. It doesn't come for Fuji, and I really look forward to being able to get a charger plate for Fuji. There are many other brands that are not supported, Olympus and so on. But this is all on the Extar's to-do list. So hopefully soon they will release charger plates that support other brands than Canon, Sony and Nikon. So as you probably guessed, I really like this little product. While we wait for USB-C to become the standard way to charge a battery or charge a camera, I think the solution from Extar really takes a good step in the right direction. It's a very compact and flexible solution. And I think it gives really good information about the charge process instead of the more binary you find in a traditional charger. The fact that it also has a USB-C interface, I'm very much in favor of USB-C. I think that is brilliant, and you can probably use a power supply that you already have for charging your batteries. The prices seem fair. You can be up and running for less than $50 with a 4 batteries charge solution, provided you have a power supply yourself. My only gripe is that Extar has not yet produced a solution for Fuji batteries, speaking for myself, but there are many other battery types that are not supported, so check out their website to see if they've made progress since this video was made. I should also mention that Extar, according to their homepage, say that you will charge both faster and you will charge in a more gentle way that will increase your battery life. I have not been able to test this, but it seems at least the charge time is very fast with this setup. Yep, that's it from me. As always, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.